What's good? What's going on? What's going on? What's really, really good? So real quick, I just wanted to do this quick little episode. I wish I'd have thought about this sooner, but I'm almost to where I'm going. Willingness is sexy. I was just thinking. I was listening to a video, and the guy, the host, was asking his female co-star, or his female guest, I should say, what are some things a woman does to please a man. And she was basically saying, like, it's not that hard to please a man. Like, and she was talking from a sexual standpoint, right? She's talking about how she could come out of the shower with no makeup on, with a towel around her, and like we would get hard, which is fairly true. But first of all, it goes completely beyond. Depending on what type of guy you're dealing with, it goes far beyond the physical stimulation, we'll call it. It goes far beyond as far as like pleasing a man. But honestly, like, to me, what really pleases a man, from my perspective, is the willingness to please him. And that's why I titled this episode "Willingness is Sexy." If you just show that you are willing, that is like, and it sounds so simple, right? Like, we think that we got to do this and we got to do that, get him this and get him that, buy him stuff, do stuff for him, drain his balls, you know what I'm saying? Like, we think we have to do all of that. But the more willing you are and the less resistant you are, to me, I think that is what is extremely pleasing to a man, right? Especially a man who's a leader. Who knows how to guide you, who knows how to, show you what he wants, who knows what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of man really just needs someone who's willing. You see what I'm saying? Because he's going to show you what he wants. He's going to show you what you're going to see what is pleasing to him. You're going to see, what he wants, what he cares about, what he deems to be, important, right? So, really, that's really what a man really needs, is a willing woman, a willing participant in his story, in his journey, right? So that is something that I think people really need to take into consideration, is the fact that you don't have to necessarily be, like, there's no particular thing that you have to do. There's no particular person you have to be other than yourself. Just be willing. And if you're following the Hawkins scale, right? The levels of consciousness, you'll see willingness is actually very, very high on the Hawkins scale of consciousness, and I'm actually about to look it up here right now. But willingness is everything. Yes, it's nice that you do specific things. Yes, it may be nice that you are willing to spend money and buy things and do, and do things like that. Yes, willingness is right up under acceptance and just above neutrality. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh god, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Hold up. Yeah, you probably ain't gonna be able to see that. Oh well, screw it. Take my word for it. Just look up Hawkins chart if you're watching this. But it'll look something like that. But it shows you all the different levels of consciousness, right? Shame is the absolute lowest, and then the absolute highest is enlightenment. But willingness, is in that power. If you read the book Power versus Force, it's in that power section of the Hawkins chart. It's not in that forceful energy like the lower levels of consciousness are. But aside from all of that, willingness is really all it takes. Just be a willing participant. If you are willing, to go along with his, and again, this is completely your choice. You don't have to go along with anything, right? You have the choice of what type of, man you're going to be willing to, to follow, to join in, what I'm saying, to join with. You don't have to be willing with every single guy, right? You have your standards, you have your, vision of the type of man who, you are willing to follow, right? So just the willingness, that's literally where it starts. It doesn't have to, it if you start there, it'll build on that, right? Just be willing. Willingness. I've never said willing so much in my life. Hopefully this helped. Definitely help me out, as I always say. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share this with anybody who you believe needs to hear this message. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Talk to you next time.